Time to take a moment. We've got a big weekend coming up. 4th of July marks Independence Day. It breaks my heart that recently we were seeing people say this flag doesn't represent them. They turn their back to it. It's their right, and that's fine. It's just not how I see it, and that's my right. Rights are what this flag is all about. It's a symbol of when this nation was started. It wasn't just a cool idea put together by a bunch of rich white men, as I've heard. Those guys, yes, men in white, that's the way it was back then, found a consensus to break away from the monarch and the Parliament of England. Many were actually once British. So those rich white men signed their own death warrant in hopes of creating a government by the people for the people. They risked their lives in hopes generation after generation would never have to live under circumstances other than their own. They put their lives in line for people they'd never even know. You. Their names are all there on the Declaration of Independence. They came up with the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution by no means perfect documents, and in fact created by men who were by no means perfect men. But they had to strike and get it done before all chance was lost. A lot couldn't be addressed. Slavery, chief among them in those documents. But both documents were created so in time, change could be made, courses corrected for all. Case in point, we've made it all the way to a black president, a female black vice president, and for the sake of argument, rich white and black women and immigrants now sitting at the head tables of U.S. government right now, and they have for generations, and they'll continue to do so. So the mechanisms to allow those documents to be molded for the better clearly work. These are the things this flag stands for. No question among the red, white, and blue, there are stains this nation will carry forever. The muck and mire of past transgressions are gone, but the stains left behind will never go away. We don't want them to. We, the people, need to know they're there so we can learn from them, so we never repeat those mistakes. Well, we've seen all races, ethnic groups, and sexual orientations take a knee or turn it back to this flag when this flag and what it stands for will never turn away from you. The freedoms offered under this flag are not seen anywhere on the planet Earth. That says a lot about what you can have and accomplish here. Don't get me wrong. There are people in this country who are not nice to others. They go out of their way to make others feel not welcome. We're never going to change them, but there are more good people than there are bad. Don't be fooled. This flag in its early form represented an idea that all men are created equal. At the time, that was the phrasing. If it was written today, it would simply state that all are created equal. That idea became a nation, rough and jagged around the edges in the beginnings, but it's since been smooth and well-rounded over time. You could argue we have a long way to go, but only if you acknowledge how far we've come. All of that should give every American and those hoping to become a citizen reason to take a moment on Independence Day to celebrate and honor the idea that became us.